ballots today. That's all the authority this board has.
Okay. In the future, we need to try to work on trying to get somebody African-American in here to represent our community.
All right, we're gonna get started, I appreciate that. Just make another note that no more talking, please, during this, so that we can get through this. And
Lord, please, Jesus, keep me.
The zero takes were signed.
Okay. Thank you.
They're gonna do roll call.
Commissioner Bynum? Here. Tim Nick for Commissioner Townsend?
Here.
Commissioner Ramirez?
Here.
Commissioner Kane?
Here.
Commissioner Walters?
Here.
Commissioner Burrows?
Here.
We have Chris Cooley for Commissioner McKiernan.
Here.
We have John Knoll for Commissioner Johnson.
Here.
And we have Luana for Angela, Commissioner Markley. And Commissioner Gilbert.
Here.
And then we have Lindell for Mayor Allen.
Here.
In your packet, you'll see a provisional ballot primary election August 3rd, 2021. Recommend the count is what I'm gonna start with. The first one I have
He going to jail. I'm gonna make sure of
is
it.
35 ballots. These are registered voters. They voted the correct precinct. I recommend this board that these 35 ballots be counted. And this could be anything from the board worker maybe not finding them in the poll book, let's say their driver's license didn't scan, and they had to type in their name, or they typed in their last name and first name incorrect, whatever the case may be, they didn't find them in the poll book, but we did verify these are registered voters, they did vote the correct precinct, and all 35 of these should count.
Move for approval.
Second.
Been a motion and a second to approve the 35 ballots. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. Seeing none, motion passes.
Next one on the list, you'll see registered voter, voted wrong precinct.
They have more
ballot.
police officers here than them that we
So
have in
I
our
have to,
county.
you know, they are registered to vote.
They
just
over
voted
there
wrong
hiding around the
precinct,
corner.
so I
They
recommend
got
these
on
two count
bulletproof
on
vests
first.
with
They
batons.
didn't vote.
They ain't got on
precinct
full
they
ride
lived
gear,
in.
but they might as well.
Mr. Evans, if I may, was there an issue as to why they didn't vote in the right precinct? Was it, the ballots weren't available in that precinct? Could you give us a brief reason as to why?
Sure. So what happens is, when they go to the polls on election day, we don't have all 113 precinct ballots of every single polling place. One, it's because of security. We can't have all those ballots out there. The second is cost. And the
I hope
third
y'all
is,
listening to this.
If they're in the wrong polling location, they can't vote their correct precinct ballot, so we have to send them to their correct polling location. We do that by the poll pad pulls up a flag that says wrong polling location. We give the voter an option. We can send them a text message if their phone is capable, and it'll send them GPS coordinates within seconds to get them to their correct location, or they can print off a receipt that has turn-by-turn directions. If the voter refuses to do that, or doesn't have enough time to do that, that's their choice to do it. We have to vote a provisional, and that's unfortunate.
Great. Thank you for that explanation. We have, two ballots in which to approve. I entertain a motion. Motion has been made, seconded, to accept the two provisionals that voted in the wrong precinct. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, like sign. Seeing none, motion passes. Thank you, Mr. Abbott. Now the change of address.
Yes, sir. So I have 36 ballots here with a change of address within the county. They voted at the correct precinct, and they did fill out the voter registration application on the back of the form, which is required. They did everything they were supposed to do. These 36 ballots should count.
Motion for approval.
Been a motion and a second to accept the 36 ballots as presented. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, like sign.
Nay.
Motion passes. Thank you.
This next group of ballots is a group of 29. Again, they're a change of address within the county. They voted at the wrong precinct. They did fill out their voter registration application, which is required, but they did vote at the wrong precinct. So, again, these 29, I can recommend to count on a partial.
Question. So again, these 29
Mm.
Motion?
Already moved.
Motion been made and seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. Motion passes. Thank you, committee. Next is name change, Mr. Evans.
Okay. So I've got 4 ballots that had a name change, voted at the correct precinct, did complete the voter registration application, and the voter did everything they were supposed to do. These 4 ballots should count.
Motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign.
How are the people
Hearing
on
none,
the
motion
ballot
passes.
running the election certification?
Correct, so I got
I
address and
understand
name
that.
change. I've got 1
You
ballot.
got Tom
voted at the
Burrows,
correct precinct,
Mike
did
King,
complete
and
the
James
voter
Philbrook
registration
over here,
application on the back, so they voted
affiliating
everything
and
they were supposed to.
officially making these votes official.
Motion to approve by name.
How does that sound?
Motion's been made, accepted, or seconded to accept the 1 ballot. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. Seeing none, motion passes. Thank you.
This next one is the address and name change, voted at the wrong precinct, did complete the voter registration application. So I can recommend that this ballot count, but on a partial count.
Motion?
Second.
Did someone make the motion? I didn't hear it. Oh, sorry, thank you, Commissioner Kane. Motion been made and seconded to accept the single ballot. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. Thank you. Committee? Mr. Abbott, fine.
The next group is a group of 16 ballots. It's an advanced ballot set. So what happened is these 16 requested a ballot by mail, but for whatever reason decided they want to go to the polling location to vote on election day. That's fine, but we just had to verify that they only voted 1 time, and they would only vote once. And I can recommend all 16 of these to count because they only voted once.
Move for approval.
Motion made, second, accept the 16 ballots as presented. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. Hearing none, motion passes. 16 ballots. Am I correct? By total, that's 124 ballots, Mr. Evans?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Now, my team right now is taking those ballots back there. We have a team of the board workers that are sworn in, and they're gonna start working on it now. On that next page is the not recommended to count. There's 11 ballots here. They weren't in the poll book when they went to vote. We verified and looked into it, and these 11 voters are not registered to vote in Wyandotte County, so I can recommend 11 of these not to count.
As we work through these sets of not recommended to count, for example, on the very first one, is there no
These
opportunity
people
to
ain't crap.
register at that moment?
They had a crap on the bottom of your shoe that you try to scrub off in the grass and it won't come
Simply
off.
were not registered and showed up to vote. I hope they were given the application so that they can be registered.
When they fill out the voter registration application, then that registers.
Great question. Thank you, Commissioner. You want to take these individually like we did the others?
Sure.
I need a motion.
Again, how are 3 senators who are on the ballot, I mean, 3 commissioners that are on the
There's a
ballot?
motion in the ballot for the second.
2 of them
To not
had
accept the 11.
the
that
special
are not registered to vote.
asterisk
All in favor say aye. Opposed, like sign.
next to their names.
Thank you, committee. Motion
How
passes.
are they officiating this?
This next group of ballots I have is a group of 32. They're advanced by mail. The voter did not sign the affidavit on the back. So I have to recommend all 32 of these did not count. I will comment that we did reach out to every single one of these voters and try to get them to come in 2 days before the 10 o'clock canvass. Not one of them showed up. So as sad as that is, they either say that they don't have time for it, or they'll say they'll be in here on Friday or Monday, they didn't show up.
And so did you have any number of advance ballots that weren't signed where the voter did come in?
Not on this one.
So every ballot that wasn't signed,
That's correct.
that voter did not choose to come sign.
Correct. make
Are
an
y'all
attempt
listening
have
to
their,
this?
phone number in the database, and we do make that attempt to reach out to them, sometimes more than once.
That was my next question. How
Are
many
you
times
listening?
have
I know. Are you
tried to
listening
reach
to
out?
this?
I think it's
Are you
imperative
listening to
that
this?
the public understand that if they do not sign the ballot, it doesn't become a provisional until it is absolutely signed off on. Is that correct?
And also,
I'm going to my car. I'm probably gonna snap
you're
in
really,
here.
according to the statute, you're not required to go that step beyond and try to contact them, are you?
I think the new.
Did she
House
just
bill
say
that
that?
passed,
Did they change
I
that?
think that's in there now. This office.
Did she really just say that?
It's not a change for us, but
Okay.
yes.
Okay, well, good, because it didn't used to be that way.
Thank you, Mr. Abbott. I think it's good for the public to know that our election office does reach out to those and ensure that they're exercising their right.
Come on with the
We
crap.
have 32 ballots.
Y'all be quick with the show, please.
Motion been
Just
made,
go on with y'all
seconded to
stuff.
allow the 32 ballots. All in favor, say aye. Opposed, like sign. Hearing none, motion passes. Thank you. Address change.
Yeah, this is one ballot, an address change, the no voter registration application was signed on the back. And again, that makes it not a valid ballot. We did reach out to the voter, they decided not, for whatever reason, to come in, but we did reach out. So I have to recommend this one ballot does not count.
Was this an in-person ballot?
This was,
A mail ballot?
it was a mail
You
ballot.
heard this.
So they received it, at the address that they requested it at. So how did we know that wasn't their address?
They just didn't fill out the voter registration application.
I just want y'all to hear this. Do y'all hear how many votes they throwing away because somebody didn't sign something? How do we know? How do we know that that stuff wasn't signed? How do we know any of that? And I don't trust nothing they
Well,
say.
it's in the address change category.
Right.
You hear that?
So was the ballot signed for all?
No, they didn't just go get one of these old bitches. I know damn gone well that they didn't go get these old bitches.
The original ballot that we sent them, it came back from the post office stating a new address. So from there, it becomes a provisional and we send it back out as a provisional to that voter. The voter was to update the registration application, which they failed to do so.
Now, he's supposed to be the election commissioner. He's supposed to be the head motherfucker in charge. And do you see that? He had to go and get that old lady over there. That ain't even Miss, them two ladies right
Motion
there.
made, seconded,
See him
disallow
sitting
the
there?
change of address
One that
vote.
just spoke and the other one sitting next to him.
All in favor, say aye.
That's the one that, number one and number two in charge, but the
Hearing none,
Michael
motion
Abbott
passes.
is that
Thank you,
puppet.
committee.
Mm-hmm.
This is an interesting coming, Mr. Abbott.
Yeah, this next one is voted twice. So it was an advance by mail vote and an in-person vote. These six voted by mail
I'm hearing this.
first. So they only get one vote by law, only one vote. So I have to recommend that these elderly that just plain forget. We usually run into that, but if there's something fishy with that, I don't know what Bruce.
There's
did in the
something fishy
past,
with this whole
but I don't know what
election.
I was kind of told to do is send it to the Secretary of State's office.
Lord Jesus, help me.
Let them see what they want to do with it. Because at the end of the day, it is against the law, but a lot of times it is an elderly person that plain forgets.
Any other questions?
And so they first voted by mail, and when they go to the polling place, does it show in the poll book if they voted already or not?
It does.
Girl, them poll workers, the lady who helped me is not here.
Original ballot, or you just say you've already
The
voted?
lady who helped me that day and who called me is not here.
That they already showed
Mhm.
and it doesn't matter whatever the voter says they want.
The one with the long hair and the yellow that stood up there and explained the ballots and all of that, she's the one that was there with her. Them two is the ladies who told me that they didn't know where she was, but they know she didn't
By
call.
the Secretary of State and or local DA and or the Attorney General, should they suspect malfeasance in
Mhm.
voting clause. That's possible.
That is so funny because our district attorney said he don't know nothing about it.
Disallow the six.
Brian, so moved.
Gilbert, second.
There's been a motion and a second to disallow the six voted twice. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, like sign. Hearing none, motion passes. Thank you. Final piece, Mr. Evans?
Yes, sir.
Before I
Next one
snap
is
up in here.
voter photo ID. Voter did not provide an ID prior to the canvass, so they showed up on election day, forgot their ID or just didn't have their ID. We let them vote a provisional, and then we called and let them know that they have until today, 10 o'clock, to bring in a copy of that ID, and their vote would count. They chose not to do that for whatever reason, but we did contact both of them. So I gotta recommend these two.
Mr. Evans, will you
How many
reach
votes
out
do
to the
count?
voter and to come in and meet whatever criteria that you need to have met for the ballot to be official? Do you document the time and date that you have reached out to that individual?
Yes.
Help me, Jesus. He don't know nothing. Our election commissioner don't know anything. He always got to turn around and look at Miss Shepard.
Oh, I see. Can I bring this to you?
Sure. I just think for the public,
Sure.
public's information that
I misunderstood you, but yes, they do.
they do, so that we do document the time and the effort put forward. Great, thank you. I think that's important that the public know that the work that you have stated that has been accomplished, that we do document that in case there's any question in reference to how it's conducted. So thank you for sharing that.
Ooh, girl, Mr. Burrow's about to make me mad out here with this posting and crap. Yeah, I want that. I'm sorry.
The final piece that we have, the voter ID, photo ID. I entertain a motion. There's been a motion and a second. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, like sign.
Nay.
Hearing none, motion passes. If addition says 52.
52.
Thank you, Mr. Abbott.
So we'll recess and come back at 12:30, okay?
12:30 it is. All right. Thank you. Thank you, committee.
We ain't ready to ask for the list of all the voters. We ain't ready to go over here and ask. With Miss, what's the name over here? Miss Duffy. Alright, I'm gonna leave this on so when we get ready to go and ask these people for all the people who voted. You ready to go up front and do that? Alright, I'm gonna walk up there so I can keep on talking on my live and smoke me a cigarette. I bet you they ain't expecting this shit.
Yeah, they were.
Hold on, wait a minute. No, they weren't expecting us to ask for their list of voters. Ain't nobody ever did that before. Nobody has ever came. Come on, y'all.
That they're supposed to hand that on the 5th.
Ask him before he leaves.
What list?
They're supposed to do something on the 5th.
Yeah, they're supposed to do an audit.
Oh, you talking about the audit? That's the so-called audit.
Okay. So why was
And the
that's what I wanna
so-called
find out.
vote.
Why was it skipped? I mean, there's some just questions. I'm not for sure.
I can't wait until them Trump people come down here, y'all. I swear to God. I can't wait until the My Pillow man get here. I'm going to tell him, please go get Tom Burrow's ass over there co-signing like, I just want you to understand that we called the people. You ain't did none of that crap. Not a one. You did not do that audit. They didn't do any of that crap. On the 5th, they was too busy calling me trying to figure out some stuff. They didn't do that crap. Oh, hey.
What did you get out of this? Anything?
That was a load of bull crap. That was some bull crap. That's why Tom Burrows is over here co-signing.
What do you mean? What was a load of bull crap?
Tom Burrows, you see him over, the man that was over there talking, we just want to make sure that you called the voters. They ain't called them people. And I'm going to tell you right now, they was throwing away votes like that, and I guarantee they was throwing them away when they was counting them. We getting ready to go up here and ask for a list of all the voters because we going to contact every last one of them and find out who they voted for. Hey. We'll be right back, Miss Malia. That was the star lady. She writing that story about this hijacked election. Now, it was supposed to be a legal election. However, they hijacked it because the residents won. I don't care when nobody's. People tired of BPU. Ain't nobody voted for no David Alvey. Ain't nobody voted for Tom Burrows. Ain't nobody voted for James Philbrook. They might have voted for Michael Caine, but they ain't vote for the rest of them. You ain't gonna pay me to believe it. They did not vote for them people. They tired of paying high BPU bills. And I'm sorry. Just like they said in the analysis, we outmarketed them. That means we outsold them. If it was Girl Scout cookies, we sold the most. Boop, 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 hi. I'm talking on here. Oh, they got them all the way around. Stephanie and Early, they're talking about, are you good? Lord have mercy.
I'm ready to give a speech.
Oh no, I'm messing with my little stuff.
Looks like a podium.
Yeah. How much is it?
Okay. So
How much is it? There she is, right there, y'all. That's her right there.
okay. Like what?
Ooh. Huh? Y'all see her? Okay.
It's on the front page.
Mm-hmm. Were you here the day after the election? On the 4th? Were you here on August 4th? Uh-huh. She said that day passed. She don't remember, y'all.
They hid you in the back after you.
Miss Duffy.
They hid you in the back.
Miss
after
Duffy.
you called Caesar.
Let it go.
That's
Let it.
okay.
No, it's
I'm gonna
okay
make
because
everybody famous.
no, you ain't lying because I'm telling you, they voices is on my phone, and I got them. The feds will be pulling those. How long is it gonna take for them to pull the records? Do you know?
They're gonna have to call.
Call who?
Oh, they're gonna have to call me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it's gonna take a while.
Oh well, no, I'll stay up the street. You can just tell them to and I'll bring it right on out there to you.
Oh well, I have to pay for it as well. They have to call me.
Oh, okay.
They have to tell me.
Well, I mean, as long as it ain't too outrageous, we can split it or whatever. And I mean, Mary and them is probably on the same thing. We gonna do this together. Okay. We ain't leaving y'all.
10 cents a sheet.
It should be.
I can copy it for everybody. I can get everybody copies.
Yeah, it should be 10 cents a sheet. That's what it was. Well, actually, it was less than 10 cents a sheet when we came down here and got everybody. You know what? That's what else you should have got. A copy of who gave donation money. And you know, you don't have to buy that stuff. You can they can bring it out for you. And while you go through, you just click your pictures and that's free.
Speaking of donations, did you notice?
Hold on, wait a minute. Bam. Let me put me. I love this lady here. I'm going to try to get her to run.
Oh, make people famous.
Yes, come on with it.
Okay, so during the election, there were certain entities that wanted certain things to happen, organizations that needed things to be built, they needed extra help or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed that once certain people were mythically, magically kind of endorsed, buildings were built,
yes,
projects were approved, things took place. I was very intrigued by that.
Yes.
I like how things are like coincidental.
I know.
Kind of happen around in Wyandotte.
You ain't kidding. Like that man, them two men that almost owned up half of Kansas. I don't get that.
Sweeney Todd. Is
yeah,
that
John. No, who's Sweeney Todd? It's John Sweeney.
Oh well, yeah. Sweeney Todd is the barber
okay.
who
killed
people. I like that musical.
Yep.
Don't worry, we'll make you famous.
Yes, we are. I got my team, y'all. I ain't even playing. We ain't playing this election. We is not playing. We ain't gonna put the baby on camera because she gonna be our secret weapon. But we ain't gonna put her on camera because I don't want. Shame on you, Steiner girl. I'm gonna keep on saying that every time I go live. Shame on you, Steiner.
Shame on him. It wasn't him. It was his little nasty team.
No, it wasn't only that though. It was the things that he said at the forums. Like, I know your pain as black and brown people illegal people is what he called it, and Edgar got mad. I know your pain. What did you say? Because I've been a minority over in Asia. It's facing me.
Okay.
I've been a minority over in Asia. Ugh.
That's what he said.
You didn't hear him? That was at the AKA when out at the recreation center. I'm like, yes.
Wait, can we get in the parking lot right there?
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't.
I'm getting ready to pull my car out of here anyway. They talking about 12:30. It's only 10:30 now, so shoot. I don't know what Mary and them about to do. I'm about to get off here, y'all. We'll be back at 12:30. Because we asked for a list of all the people who actually voted. I don't think that that's actually ever been done before. But we're going to split it up as a team. We're going to call, we're going to knock on doors, and we're going to ask people who they voted for. Yeah, it ain't got real out here. Yeah, it ain't got real out here. Yes, we want to see about them certified votes. And guess what? We can verify. If they voluntarily give us that information, guess what? The election office going to have to answer. They're going to have to say, well, that person wasn't right, or that person didn't either vote for that one. But they got to relook at them votes. I told them not to do it. Told them not to do it. They didn't believe me. We'll be back at 12:30 and not playing those games with y'all.